factor, but there's not an X factor to receive.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. We're live. I'm going to go ahead and put the music on, and obviously when
Sounds
I stop,
good.
we'll be good to go. You have Connor's stream pulled up, right?
I do.
All right, cool. I'm in. See you on the other side.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Season 36 NFC Championship game. We got ourselves a snow game. Let's fucking go, Lucky. We got ourselves a weather game. If you didn't already know, I'm one of the play-by-play hosts, CMass, with special guest for ColorCom today, and that is Lucky. Lucky, how you feeling tonight, man?
I'm feeling good. Ready to watch some 17-mile-per-hour snowy football.
Let's go. Was it really 17 miles an hour?
It was 17, yeah.
Okay, well, that's, there's, where do you stand? Oh, wow, they're quitting.
Oh, boo.
I think it's because he's in white. I mean, if I'm Connor, I'm just playing it out.
All right. No, yeah, I'm here for it. Me and Alex tried to set that up earlier. When we played, we were worried it might be a snow game, so we just kind of agreed off the top that we are not, neither of us going to wear white. But oh well.
Weather report said clear. It lied. The weatherman was incorrect. That never happens. Never once. I was going to say, where do you stand on wind when it comes to Madden? Does it actually affect anything other than kicks? But I guess it really doesn't matter now because they're going to start over again. And, well, I guess the weather.
So actually, I do think I believe Connor got the blizzard scenario.
And
so I think that this was predictable. So I think that they just messed up in.
Yeah, I don't think he clicked.
He said he did. He said he did. So we'll see, I guess. But I do think that it has minimal impact on the game. I personally haven't noticed a huge difference when I'm trying to throw deep in big wind. I don't know if others have, but I normally only see it be an issue for me in kicking.
I feel like I'm in the minority. I feel like wind, especially if it's directly in your face, affects your deep ball. But I feel like I'm in the minority because whenever I try to throw it deep through the wind, I always feel like it comes up short. But it might just be in my head. But they're restarting this game here, and Connor's going to go ahead and not wear all whites. Good sportsmanship as he is. Remember that time you didn't restart a game because you didn't have your playbook?
I do remember that. I regret that significantly. Yeah.
You can't do that. As Top Madden going to go ahead and subscribe for 7 straight months. Currently on a 5-month streak, saying, "Hey yo, what up, man? We appreciate you. I appreciate you showing a little bit of love for the NFC Championship game here." Lucky, when was the last time you calmed the game, man? I feel like it's been a minute.
Let's see. I got in the booth for one sometime this cycle, but I honestly couldn't tell you when. I think I just hopped on late one night when it was just Connor and I.
Okay.
and we hopped in and had some fun. But I don't think it was. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Well, this will be fun.
Yeah.
Dan says -8 speed for all players, so Lamar will be lower, as will everyone else. But Washington will be kicking off the ball here. Saints will be taking over. Your thoughts overall in this game that we're about to enjoy?
I think this is going to be a pretty fascinating game. I think the two guys here have pretty contrasting play styles. Obviously, Alex is one of the most efficient players, I think, in the history of this league. He has not only the top scoring offense, but I believe the top scoring defense as well. But the way that he uses Lamar, not to necessarily leave the pocket too much, but just to find an open guy, it's pretty entertaining to watch.
Josh Allen sends a man in motion. It is going to be an end around to Callaway. Callaway able to go ahead and break it to the outside, get a good chunk of yardage there, about 6 yards now, a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, we're going to see Connor do a lot of this. He's going to try his best not to take any big risks. He really likes to keep the ball on the ground, and I think that was a big priority for him against Cody last week, was just try not to make any mistakes, play safe football.
Absolutely. In any game, especially playoffs, you got to make sure you limit mistakes. Here comes a play action. He's got his tight end just wide open. Hits the tight end in stride, able to go ahead and get brought down. 85 with a good chunk of yards there. 24 yards first play or second play. Nice job.
Yeah, the elements here really do cater to what Connor wants to do anyway, which is obviously, as I said, play a bit more conservative. So we'll see how many deep shots they're ready to take down the field.
This is a snow game, but it's like, I don't know, just feel like it's not actually like affecting the field very much. It's like weird. It's like I can still see everything. Like whenever I had a snow game in Chicago, like I couldn't see anything. So this is kind of interesting that it's like a snow game, but you still like, it just seems like it's just, I don't know.
They just do it different in Washington.
Yeah, maybe it's just different in Washington. Maybe they got the heated field underneath. Who knows? Josh Allen shotgun formation. Josh Allen was a big addition on the offseason for the Saints. Able to go ahead and give up, I think, 3 first-round picks and some change. Drops back. I'm not really seeing a whole lot too open. He does sneak that one into the tight end. Great job.
Yeah, he traded a haul. I want to say it was 5 first-round picks for Josh Allen. He doesn't break the pocket quite as much as most people would expect somebody with escape artists to do.
Sure.
But, I mean, he made it all the way to the conference championship, so he's doing something right.
Immediately breaks out of the pocket on a play action rollout. He's going to have X, throws it to X, able to go ahead and get that toe track swag in for the first down. Already 3 for 3.
He's looking confident right here. He's taking shots when he needs to, but he's playing safe. He hasn't forced anything yet. This is a good start for Connor.
And each guy, except for the one play, was pretty wide open.
And
he was going to go ahead and make an adjustment here, hand it off to Castle. Castle can be able to walk in and he makes this last man miss. He does. Touchdown.
And easy. I might show some bias in this game. I've got to point that out ahead of time. But that was a hell of a drive. That was a hell of an opening drive by Connor. Showed a little bit of everything. Let's see where he goes from here.
Yeah, fantastic start if you're New Orleans.
Cool.
Able to go ahead and go down the field.
There's the snow.
Oh, did he? I wasn't even paying attention. He missed the extra point. Y'all missed it because we were watching the instant replay brought to you by Better League Network. Yeah.
So I believe actually he kicked it right down the middle. It was accurate, but 17-mile-per-hour winds sailed left. This is going to be interesting.
King coming in the chat saying, why is Castle not suspended? I think that they deemed that sacks count as pass attempts. Apparently.
They did.
And apparently that's been the way it's been that way.
Yeah, I honestly can't say it's something that's come up before.
It really doesn't.
It's very
come
rare
up
to see
lot.
somebody not hit the 10 minimum pass rule. Rule.
As wow. Oh, well, okay. That was just a desperation dive by the safety way down the field. He's gonna have to be a little better at tackling later in the game. But big run there to start the game by Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of jitters. But Connor's gonna be launching hit 6 all game, so it shouldn't be too surprising to see him.
And I'll be interested to see if he does any sort of contain or anything like that. I'm curious what his pregame adjustments were. Do you actually believe in the adjustments that Madden added? Do you feel like they do anything?
I mean, yeah, a handful of them. Obviously, like, read option is pretty black and white. I don't really mess with the zone drops too much because I don't understand them.
I meant like pregame and halftime adjustments.
Oh, those. Yes, they do.
Big. Oh, he got hit. This could be picked off. It is picked off. We got a big pick off by Marshawn Lattimore. This could be a pick 6. He's going to break back to the left-hand side and then brought down by number 5. Wow. Lamar Jackson gets hit. Big play on New Orleans to go ahead and take over.
Woo! Okay, wow. Yeah, you if you're gonna take these shots deep in the snow, you gotta make damn sure that you're getting a clean pocket to throw from. You cannot give those up if you're little Alex. You gotta play safe here.
All right, Josh Allen going to take over under center here and now. I expect to see very conservative play calling, and Castle going to go ahead and get the ball, get a chunk of yards. It's exactly what you want on first down. Keep it short and manageable in second.
4 yards in a cloud of snow. Let's see some football here, Connor.
Connor's playing some good football right now. He's playing some NFC championship style football right now, and I fully expect him to audible. Yep. He's going to go ahead and do a play action. He's got his tight end for a split second, but he's not going to take it because he wasn't completely wide open. And then a drop. Oh, my God. Oh. Hold on. Here it is. 3rd and 6.
There it is, Connor. Found it.
3rd and 6 here,
That's
Josh.
a tough one.
Yeah, he had his tight end for a split second, but I think he's going to play conservative. He's not absolutely butt-ass naked, and then what did I say? He throws into a man in triple coverage, and what a great job. He really threw him open there. My Castle, I'm going to go ahead and make a big play.
Yeah, I'm not sure he deserves a whole lot of credit for that one, but he got it, and he lives to see another first down.
Taking over again, Josh Allen, shotgun formation. He's a big fan of this formation here with these 2 tight ends. It is going to be a handoff to Castle. Castle breaks 1 tackle. He's going to go ahead and reach for big hit by number 14, but I think Desmond King pushed him over the line. Nope. They're going to say it's 2nd and short.
I'm a big fan of those trap and power concepts out of shotgun. Kind of go in the opposite direction a little bit from what the defense might expect, because Alex is a great user on defense, so you've got to make sure you're mixing things up a little bit and not being too predictable.
Absolutely. And going to be a play action here. He's got his tight end wide open.
Oh, you got everybody.
Butt naked. Oh, my God.
And he catches it.
You can't be clapping,
Connor.
bro.
I'm sorry, I'm just so excited for him.
Let's fucking go. And I think he's going to go for 2, so we're going to skip the instant replay. It is going to be handoff to Castle. Castle's going to...
He's in there. He got in there.
Wow, they gave it to him. I didn't think he got it, and they're going to give it to him. So made up for it.
You got a really solid animation there.
Very solid animation, and we're starting off 14-0, just as we predicted before the game. We said hopefully little Alex can try to keep it close, and right now it's looking like Connor's running away with it.
Alex is afraid of these elements a little bit right now. He keeps taking dives on these. I can't say I blame him too much, because any big hit might send that ball flying the opposite direction. But it's apparent that he's playing into the snow.
I hate it. Hate it. I hate it when anybody clicks off. I hate it when anybody dives down like that with anybody other than the quarterback. But it is what it is. We're sitting here and they're playing. So 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that's Antonio Gibson, another guy to keep an eye on. Alex, obviously, he's got Lamar Jackson and all that, but he's also the best, arguably one of the best runners in the league. And Antonio Gibson's had a fantastic season.
Lamar Jackson's obviously an absolute beast, but if you stop Gibson or at least slow him down, that's a big part of the offense, passing and running. And look at this evasive. I mean, this is absolutely nuts. And it would go ahead and get out of bounds. If he didn't run out of stamina, that would have been a touchdown.
I guess that's what happens after 8 jukes.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the instant replay if we have time. You know what? We don't have time, so sorry, y'all. You'll have to deal with it. Back to the play. Lamar Jackson shotgun formation. He's got 3 wide receivers to the right-hand side. Drops back, clean pocket. He's got a man nowhere, and that's tipped at the defensive line. So far, this New Orleans defense looking pretty good.
Yeah, coming back to what you were saying though, Antonio Gibson. While Lamar Jackson is a bit of like the engine that makes the team go, Antonio Gibson's all the heart. And that's where Alex really wants to run his offense through.
That if I was playing in Washington, that would be my primary focus is Gibson. And then with pretty much anybody, it's like you want to force them to pass more, except for maybe Austin.
Sure.
But then again, you can't be like, well, run on me, you know? Like you can't make it easy. So if you make anybody pass it more, you have a more likely chance to win.
Right.
See the Ravens versus the Chargers game. That'll tell you. And that is a big first down for Washington because they absolutely couldn't go on that one. So big play there, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how the two teams adjust as the game goes on. But for everything we said about Alex's run offense, he is one of the most efficient passers in the league as well. So I think we can get there.
Wow, another tip of the line. Some bad luck there. Some good play from this defense. Interesting, I saw him flip the blitz to his right-hand side, and it paid off. 2nd and 10 here. Lamar Jackson in a tight set. It is in shotgun. You think maybe he goes for a run here? Nope. It's going to be a play action. He looks for the man underneath. He's just going to go ahead and take a Lamar. He's got a man in the end zone. He throws it to him, and that is an easy touchdown.
Big response here from Alex. As you said, he could not afford to not come away with a touchdown here.
Yeah,
that's big.
He reached into the bag for the steal play. Going to go the play action, sprint to the sideline, and throw it up the field.
Well, it's okay. It was a Hail Mary, so he's allowed to leave the pocket immediately.
Washington able to go ahead and get closer here, and now he's going to kick it out of the back of the end zone. We're almost done with the first quarter here, and it is up Saints 14-7, and he was about to go for a 92-yard field goal. Is what it looked like. With 17-mile-an-hour winds, who knows? Madden, it wouldn't surprise me.
Let's just try it. Let's have some fun. This is the time to have fun, right?
I mean, if a punter can hit a 65-yard field goal, why can't a kicker hit a 90-something? Am I right?
In the dome, right?
Right. Dome.
Yeah.
It's just a little snow, no big deal. He flips the play here. I'm not sure how I feel with him coming out this aggressive. Wow, okay.
Worked for him.
He's locked in. We got a locked in Connor right now, and that is the end of the first quarter. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think, honestly, I got to say I'm pretty surprised with what we're seeing out of, not just out of Connor, but out of little Alex on defense. He's a incredibly tough person to move the ball on. I believe he only lets up like 230 passing yards a game or something like that, and he's already let up half of that in just the first quarter alone. So I'm impressed that Connor's doing what he's doing in the passing game.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone would say Connor is like this efficient passer.
Yeah,
I'd say he's an average passer.
Yeah,
and he's out here. He's locked in right now. Hopefully, we'll see if he can keep that pace throughout the game here. Josh Allen sends his man in motion. So we're going to see the snap here shortly. It is going to be a handoff to Castle. And Castle, oh, my God. I thought he was about to break one. And Josh Johnson or John Johnson, whatever his fucking name is, able to bring him down 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Michael Castle has all the speed in the world, and he was about to bust one open. But that, I think, linebacker, defensive back, got off the block real quick.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see a run here. Nope. Drops back. He had 8 for a split second. Didn't want it. Go ahead and take off. You escape artist. You got it. Run it. Run it, baby. Oh, another shoestring tackle from this defense.
That's that Montez.
And they're telling them to go for the 68-yard field goal in the snow. And Connor's okay, this is where I'm not sure how I feel about this. Right now, it looks like he's going to be going for this. And I think this may be a little too aggressive here. Your defense has been playing really well. I know that you just gave up a touchdown. I'm not sure how I feel
maybe
about
he wants
this.
the false start. No, he's going for it.
We'll get your thoughts in a second. I'm not seeing anybody. Oh my! And then he just chucks it upfield. And,
oh God!
Yeah, not.
Yikes!
Yeah, I know. Obviously, now it's hindsight, but I mean, would you have even thought about going there?
No.
Yeah.
No, that was going to be an immediate punt for me right there. I'm not sure what Connor was doing there.
I would have preferred to see him go for a 68-yard field goal, to be honest.
I think that would have much higher chance of success.
Yeah, Antonio Gibson going to try to bring it outside, and look at this. Able to go ahead and get down to the 36-yard line, big run, and this is what I was afraid of. You didn't get it, and now you got such a short field for such a good offense, and he's already in field goal range.
I wonder if Connor feels the pressure of having to score on every single drive.
But you don't.
You don't at all. He already got a stop. He's up a touchdown. Yeah, I can't see a great reason, honestly, for the decision he made there.
Well, the decision's over now. Let's see if his defense can go ahead and make him look smart, hold him to a field goal, maybe get a turnover here. Gibson, okay, you know what? That was just dirty because it looked like he was about to get hit sticked, and then he all of a sudden just teleported 5 feet to the left on a juke. Just nasty, man. Nasty.
It's pretty insane that there are abilities in this game that allow you to basically hit 2 holes at once and just choose at the last second which one you want to go for.
Yeah, it's nasty. 2nd and 4 here. Interesting that he's going with a dime setup here. Let's see if he hands it off to Gibson again.
Move, Cotton.
Drops back. It's a pass here, and Gibson just absolutely bottled up. So he's just going to take off with Lamar and able to get that first down. Ultimate bailout.
See, that's something that Alex does so well with Lamar that you don't see everybody with escape artists do.
Yeah.
He doesn't use escape artists as a primary weapon. He waits and he looks and he gets through all his reads, and if he doesn't have anything, that's when he uses it. And that's a big part of why he's so effective with Lamar.
Absolutely. Lamar Jackson hands it off here to Gibson. Gibson, Chauncey just couldn't miss. Evasive, great solid tackle there by 43. Williams able to go ahead and bring him down because that was the last man to go stop him for the touchdown.
Yeah, but Alex is marching here. Connor hasn't really had an answer for him on this drive.
I'll just keep feeding Gibson, honestly. And then a couple play action rollouts with Jackson, which are pretty much unstoppable with an escape artist quarterback. Dumps it down. That's going to walk in for the end zone touchdown.
Good dive. All right. All right, we got a game again. Connor hopped out to a nice little lead there, but he's got to prove that he can hold it.
It's 14-0 there for a second. Washington drives down the field. Saints turnover on downs with a questionable 4th and 8. Yeah. Do you think that, that Madden, when they recommend a field goal, doesn't it take into consideration that it's even possible? It's not like they wouldn't just recommend a 98-yard field goal, they would.
Yeah, no, if I think actually in that situation on the very first play of the drive, sometimes coach suggestions are just what pops up.
I meant like later on when it suggested it when it was 68
when it said
yards.
Take 65. Yeah, no, they don't tell you to take it there unless they know you can make it.
Great blocking. Castle's breaking one free, and then he's going to go ahead and be brought down right around midfield. Dan makes a bold prediction. He says, my prediction is that Connor doesn't score another point. That was before that last play.
Yeah, I think Connor would tell you that his biggest enemy is him making mistakes. And at the second he makes a mistake, he tends to spiral, and he has a lot of difficulty coming back from it. So he's got to prove right now he can do it in the championship game.
Made one mistake, drops back, and makes the smart play there to dump it off to Castle, who gets close to the first down. If they didn't already get it, they are going to give it to him. First down.
Yeah, that's something that on that last drive that Connor, even he's trying to play a little bit safer, it seems. So when he sees a guy that's kind of open, he still doesn't quite trust himself to force it in there.
That's fine.
So I think it was good of him to just take the dump off there.
I think that's just a good way to play. I mean, especially in the playoffs, man. If it's not just butt naked, dump it down. Most of the time, the guy in the flat or the drag underneath is going to be open because this game just can't guard it. So, I mean, if it's not there, don't force it. I make that mistake way too many times where I'd force it. I'm sure you feel the same way.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. 2nd and inches here. It looks like he might try to catch him. He's going to go ahead and make a few adjustments here. Just under 3 minutes left, makes a audible. We're going to go ahead, just like Becca last night, sends him over to the left-hand side. You're in the chat. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Off the Castle. Oh, big hit, but he gets the first down nonetheless.
Alex is landing some shots here. That John Madden fumble has got to be coming soon at some point for somebody.
You'd think so. 1st and 10 here now. Just getting close to the 2-minute warning. That might be the last play before it, depending on how much time we leave here with Connor. He doesn't even seem like he plans on picking a play here. So I'm going to make the assumption that he's letting it run down to the 2-minute warning. Now he has no choice, really. So 2 minutes left. Do you even play real ball? Says Snow King. I will kill you. I nearly made college CFL, Canadian Football League. Okay. Cool. Good for you, bro. No, I did not.
I'm really happy for you, man.
No. But I was.
That must have been cool for you.
I was an MVP of my flag football league as a child, so I think that's pretty much just as good as Canadian Football League. What do you think? Dumps it down.
Good pocket presence.
Will Fuller able to go ahead and get a big catch there for the first down. Yeah, as you said, great pocket presence.
Yeah, everything was closing in around him, but he just hung in tight there, fired a dime right across the middle.
You keep seeing these formations with this Washington team. You play him a lot more than I do. I'm not sure how they're stopping the run with it. Because he's only got 3 down linemen, and then he'll have some, couple linebackers and a couple defensive backs. That pinch 2, by the way, super cheesy YouTube play. But
Alex has spent a decent amount of time in the past month or two hanging around with some of the less reputable individuals in the Madden community. So he's definitely picked up a thing or two. Yikes! He got sandwiched.
Comes out of nowhere and hits him here. 3rd and 16, and I think Connor's like, you know what? I'm going to let that clock run a little bit. I don't mind taking a field goal here. So I would be shocked to see anything but a run play coming up here.
Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that Alex didn't call a timeout after that.
And he's going to go with the pass play. He drops back. He has a running back wide open. He's just going to go ahead and take the sack again, make it a little bit harder field goal because it was way too easy the first time. Surprised he didn't go for it, to be honest.
He did give up a bunch of momentum on those last 2 plays.
Yeah, he did. But, that field goal is going to give him a little bit of that momentum back. He started the game, so Washington will be getting the ball at halftime. Is that correct? I didn't make the wrong. Oh, God. Oh, phew.
And got it.
Yeah, went back in.
I cannot remember. Connor started with it. Yeah.
That punch two from Tube is Steel's base defense. Oh, I know, King. I know. How do you think I knew it was a cheesy ass play? Snow King, if you can't play real ball, why commentate on virtual ball? You know what? You're absolutely right. Let me call up Al Michaels. Let me call up all these guys that have never played football before that are commentating. Tell them just go ahead and quit their jobs because they never actually played real ball. So you're right. Let me go ahead and let's go ahead and end the stream, guys. Snow King says that we shouldn't bother. And off to Antonio Gibson, who breaks it outside and is going to go ahead and be brought down. And that's going to be halftime with New Orleans. 17, Washington 14. Like I said before, Washington will be getting the ball. Your thoughts on the first half?
That was entertaining. This has been a really good game so far. I think Connor was pretty locked in. I think he made that obviously one that we would call one big mistake, but he's been pretty locked in, moving the ball pretty well. Alex has to find something to do on the defense because he hasn't really had an answer for Connor yet.
He's only really stopped him once, and he honestly got lucky with Connor going for it on the fourth down there, because we'd be looking at a 20 to, I don't know if he would have scored an automatic touchdown on the next play or the next drive, but Connor would probably have closer to 20 points, and Washington may have a little bit less. Dan Begensteel, who's in the chat to play tonight, I don't know if he's going to do that. Dan, sorry. Lamar Jackson's shotgun formation is going to be handoff. Psych! He's got Jackson. He's going to go ahead and dump it down to Gibson. Gibson's got to make one man miss. And he able to do so easily. Evasive is just so nasty, bro. So nasty.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And honestly, I know Connor loves to run around the field and throw hit sticks at everybody, but I'm just not sure that's the best course of action against Antonio Gibson here.
I mean, if you're on the defense, you've played Washington twice a year. You have Saquon Barkley. What works against evasive?
Nothing, honestly.
Prayer?
I switch off a lot, and I know you hate that. Apparently, I just learned a little bit ago.
Oh, that's an unlucky drop there.
Son of a... You gotta label those, man.
I have a card here that I just don't even use anymore, and I should, but it takes a nanosecond for me to read it. Anyways.
No, honestly, the only thing that really works is being disciplined, not diving and sticking all over the field, and clicking off helps.
Gotta make a solid tackle here, and like you just said, you can't be launching hit sticks. I think if he would have made a solid tackle there, it would have been a 4th and short, but it is a first down now for Gibson. I knew he'd be looking underneath for one of those guys. You always count on Connor to call plays on defense that nobody calls. Ends off to Gibson. Gibson gets to the outside, and strange things, sometimes it works, and I think it's because a lot of guys don't see those defenses.
Right.
So
both teams having some really efficient running attacks so far. It almost makes you think, why would anybody throw the ball?
I mean, why would they?
Seems like they're each getting 8 to 12 yards on every play.
It's because we're forced to at least 10 times, or 0 times as long as you get sacked 10 times. Jackson drops back.
That's the offense I want to run.
Wide open. Yeah, it's a solid offense, and he's going to go ahead and get that one in. Big play by George Kittle. And they're going to go hurry up here. You know what that means? Lamar Jackson shotgun formation. He's got 2 wide receivers on the right-hand side. He's got going to hand it off to Antonio. Gets in distance. Going to try to break it outside. Makes one man miss. Can he make a second man miss? No. Big hit stick there by Johnson Gardner-Johnson. Able to go ahead and get a good chunky yard. Second 5.
Whew, yeah, Connor's still on these hit sticks, and sometimes they are going to connect, but you got to take advantage and hope that you can launch the ball loose.
2nd and 5. Lamar Jackson's going to go ahead and drop back. It's a post play. He's looking for I thought he was looking for the tight end, who I thought might be open, but dumps it down to Gibson, able to go ahead and get a good couple yards there. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Alex is usually pretty quick to look to the dump off, so he's very constantly moving the running back around. He's not doing the same route ever. Mm-hmm. He's really using like the full playbook to him with the running back.
Yeah, and I like that. I mean, and you see a lot of stuff. We saw earlier, we saw a wheel route on a big 3rd down early. He wants that drag. It's there. It gets the possession catch. I think he could have maybe gotten away with one to do a rat catch, but able to go ahead and securely bring it in. 81, 1st and 10.
I don't like calling man blitzes against Alex. He's so quick to diagnose what the defense is doing, and that combined with Lamar's escape artist, you're never going to get a sack on a play like that. You're not going to catch him off guard. I just take that out of the playbook completely.
And when I play a little out, who's brought down right around the 10-yard line, and now we're going to see a 2nd and 8.
And that's one way to stop Antonio Gibson. Get him tired. Get him off the field.
Get him out of there. Easy enough, right? Just hurt him myself. Speaking of Saints, let's get some bounty here. 2nd and 8 now. I mean, I would just run this ball right up the gut. Anytime I see 3 down linemen, I'm just going to run it. Mar drops back. Gonna go ahead and take off. He wanted the block there. Oh, and throws a dangerous pass, and it's in for the touchdown.
Ooh, it really looked like the cornerback was jumping that route, but he couldn't quite get there.
We'll watch it again on the instant replay. There's the booth review. It is upheld for those who can't see the screen right now. Lamar Jackson drops back. He rolls out to the right. I think he wanted the block from the running back there, and instead he throws it upfield, and it looked like the safety or defensive back just didn't want that ball. It looks like they were about to break on it and pick it off and just went for the tackle as opposed to the ball. Dan says, what the in the chat, thinking I guess the same thing we did. Tough animation, but, you know, sometimes if you have, you know, you pre-play, don't have it set up to play ball or play man, and that's a kick out of bounds at the start of the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's a really tough one for Connor to take, but that's man. Gotta lock in, go get it back on this one.
And you know what? I mean, you can't be too mad because on your side, your defense has swatted a few different balls in the line of scrimmage, and you know there's a balance there. So hopefully he can do something on this drive.
I'm a pretty firm believer that the Madden BS tends to even out, even if people don't necessarily always recognize it.
Yeah, it's hard to recognize when you're in the game yourself. Although there have been plenty of games where I feel like I've benefited highly from it, and then to some that I felt like I've highly not benefited from it. But majority of the time, like you said, I feel like it's pretty balanced. Maybe a play here or there. 2nd and 4 here. Josh Allen in a pistol formation. Going to go ahead and hand it off to Castle. Castle just with godlike blocking, and then breaks it outside there. Able to go ahead and get over the 45-yard line. Remember Dan said he wasn't going to score again?
I do remember that. That was inaccurate. Dan was inaccurate.
Dan was inaccurate like Don Washington in his rookie season. 1st and 10 here at the 45-yard line. Yeah, he's gotten better over time.
How do you do in the playoffs this year?
In the playoffs, not so great. Anyways, it wasn't because he was inaccurate. I can tell you that. Sends a man in motion. Now it's an obvious man-to-man defense here, so he's making some adjustments. It is a play action. He should have somebody open here. Oh, but the defensive line crashes on it, and that's going to be a big sack. And Washington's been able to get to the quarterback today.
Yeah, and that's got to be, I think, only like the first, maybe the second time we've seen him actually use escape artist, and he runs right into the pass rush.
I mean, it's tough because I think like both outside rushers kind of had him bottled up. Hand off to Castle on the 2nd and 13, and wow, what a play on 2nd and 13!
Big
Makes
run,
it a very short 3rd down.
Big run. Yeah, back to the Alex's pass rush has a lot of speed. Montez Sweat with 91, 92 speed. Anytime you think that you've got your QB outside, he just hawks him down.
Callaway should be pretty open here. Nope, it's covered. And use that escape artist, and then again a lucky dive. And that's the difference between escape artist with 96 speed and escape artist with 84, 85 speed. I don't know what Josh Allen has. That's tough though. Good tackle there by Washington, because that should have been a 1st down if he was able to get to the edge there. 4th and 17, and now he's trying a field goal here, which he didn't go for the 68-yard field goal, but now he'll say, I'll go for the 69-yarder, and I would punt the fuck out of this ball. But he's kicking it, and it's not accurate.
And it had the distance, but it was got to be perfectly accurate in the snow.
I don't even know if it had the distance, to be honest. But
but I'm creating the narrative that Connor is the reason that it was bad, not
yeah. I mean, either way, it was not in. I don't think he had full power either, to be honest.
Yeah.
Gibson brought down by Cameron Jordan. And again, another short field for Washington. Can they take advantage again? They are up right now. 4 points here, about to be that ever so important quarter here. We got about 47 seconds left, so probably one more play before that time. 2nd and 10. Lamar Jackson in shotgun formation. He's got 2 wide receivers to his left-hand side. Look at all these blinkers out there looking like the Ravens offense. 9 seconds left, 8 seconds left. Steele says he's mentally soft. Okay, Steele. He's going to go ahead and dump it down to Gibson. Gibson gets laid the F out. And it is going to be short of the 1st down, 3rd and 4.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked we haven't seen a fumble yet. In the snow with all the hits we're seeing, I really thought somebody would have coughed it up by now.
Maybe they're both on conservative, but even still, I would be on the same boat as you. Ladies and gentlemen, put your fours in the chat. Put them up. Put them up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Lamar Jackson, shotgun formation. There's going to be a flip on the defense. He drops back. Gibson's lit up with the first one. He throws that could be intercepted. Oh! dangerous throw. I thought 40 was going to pop around,
Yeah.
flip his hips, but just a little late. George Kittle able to bring that one in, 1st and 10.
That's what having linebackers in coverage will do to you. They're just that too slow.
They're just not good. I mean, I'm very anti linebackers. 1st and 10 is going to be a handoff to Gibson. Gibson's going to go ahead and break that first tackle. His first one free. Oh, and again,
God.
Eventually, somebody's going to fumble.
you got to think, right?
I mean, Antonio Gibson has fumbled in big moments in the past. Super Bowl 35.
I'll hear more about that.
I believe he fumbled on the final drive to seal us. I almost said New Orleans Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl, unfortunately. Stretch outside to Gibson. Gibson still got that first one free. He made 3 people miss on that juke and then able to go ahead and get a couple yards there, just shy of 100 yards already.
No, I mean, he already has goal to go, but this is the point of the game where Allen's definitely loves to just try to control the clock. I think he places a lot of emphasis on that, as he should. So I think we're going to see him just keep that clock running. Even if he's throwing the ball, he's dumping it off short. I don't think he's going to force anything to the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, I would. I mean, your defense, it started off 14-0 really quick, but basically since halfway through the second quarter, you've only given up 3 points. So your defense is playing pretty well. Take your time with it. I wouldn't be surprised if this is that power run to the right-hand side here. Oh, no, it's play action. One of my favorite plays. And then, and the escape artist is just so deadly. He's going to run this in easily for a touchdown.
Whew. Well, that's what Alex brings to the table.
That's tough. That's
tough.
I mean, it's tough to stop that. He bagged up the passing play. He might have had some running backs underneath. Instead, Cameron Jordan, I thought, looked like had an easy sack set up, and then he forgot. That's Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson bounced it outside, able to go ahead and get it in. Alex Gossett says EA is so OP. But, you saw the difference. Josh Allen keeps getting tackled from behind with escape artists. It's just that 96 speed. It's all the world.
Yeah, I've got Daniel Jones. He's got like 88 speed. You can tell, like, obviously he's not quick to accelerate, but once he gets up to full speed behind the line, he's still pretty quick. And it's kind of what you see with Josh Allen. It's quick, but it's not enough to outrun 92 speed.
Yeah, it's just that escape artist really just gives you that initial burst. And then after that, it's up to the quarterback speed. 2nd and 5 here. Connor's going to come out, fairly conservative. Just get down the field, get yourself some points. Doesn't have to be a touchdown. Of course, you'd love it to be, but it doesn't have to be. It'll still be a 1-possession game. I don't see anybody. He's going to go ahead and dump it down to Will Fuller. Will Fuller's was trying to get to the sideline there and brought it down short. And Josh Allen's had himself a pretty efficient day.
Yeah, Connor's playing pretty smart. Most of it came on the first drive, but he's playing pretty smart. Ever since then, honestly, I can't even talk about like what has gone wrong in the offense.
Just take off. Yep, he takes off, slide down. Oh, a little late
He
slide,
tried
but
to.
able to go ahead and get it in. Doesn't fumble. That's all right. 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's playing well. He's just not converting on those third downs, and that's where it's just kind of falling apart for him. I think you could say that 4th down has decided this game so far, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it certainly has. The easiest way to avoid that is just make sure you convert in 1st and 2nd down. So he bounces outside to Castle, who's going to go ahead and convert.
Beautiful downfield blocking.
Block. No, and the wide receiver misses it, but still a big play there by Castle.
All right.
You're just blown away by that play.
Yeah, Connor's best asset here is conservative playing short, but he doesn't have much time left. He has to find a way to get the ball downfield quick.
I mean, he's got plenty of time. Dump it down to Y, throws it down to Y. Callaway, just get outside. Yep, make that last man. Oh, little stutter step. Able to get down to the 8-yard line. I mean, 4 minutes with all 3 timeouts. That's a lifetime.
Yeah, I'm mostly thinking about his ability to stop Alex, though.
I mean, I understand. Josh Allen shotgun formation here. It is going to be handoff to Castle, and Castle's outside is bottled up, so he's just going to go ahead and try to go inside. Able to get a couple yards here. Now he is going to hurry up, realizing his time is running a little slow. You know what I meant. Running low, drops back. He's going to head throw it underneath, and that is for a touchdown.
All right. Good response. Time to get the defense out there. Put in some work, boys.
What a great game. Couldn't ask for a better game. Lucky both of us were begging for a good game at the beginning of this, and this is what we got.
Yeah, this has been great.
So I appreciate both users.
Yeah. No, this has been a fantastic game to watch.
Good read there by Connor. He is going to go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game. Not sure how I feel about the play call. It is going to be handoff to Castle and nowhere close. Yeah, you have to think that for me personally, when it comes to like those big 2-point conversions or like, goal to goes, I always try to think, if I was playing me, what would I expect me to do? And then try to do the opposite. And Connor's going to try to run it in. So I'm so sick of him going down like that. Like,
I respect it. That's smart. That's so smart. This game is begging for a fumble.
I don't like it. Anyways,
I
I would have probably done a play action or something, but nonetheless, 5 points here. He gets a stop. He gets the ball back and an opportunity to win and go to the Super Bowl. It is going to be a handoff to Cohen. Interesting that Gibson isn't in the game, and we're not going to see a timeout, it looks like. So he's holding those in his back pocket before the 2-minute warning, it looks like. Your thoughts on that?
honestly, I was about to turn that question on you. I don't understand. I'm not great at timeout management above the 2-minute warning. Do you have a take on what you'd be doing here?
I personally probably lean towards the fact that I can score faster than the clock will run if he has the ball. So I would have waited till after under the 2-minute warning, like he is. Like right now, like I can score faster with no timeouts in a short amount of time. Then I need those timeouts to slow him down on his next 4 downs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I generally tend to view it as I'm going to save these timeouts to make sure I have at least like 2 for my drive, ideally.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the quote unquote right strategy is.
Third one, I'd probably run commit and risk it, and he's going to get the first down, barely. And we're going to see the 2-minute warning pop up, and then obviously after that, we're in those timeout usage territory. 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter, down by 5 points. New Orleans has played himself a pretty solid game against the 2-time NFC championship so far in this cycle.
Alex, it's just 10 yards to go before he can get back to the Super Bowl for the 3rd straight year.
Yeah.
It's all coming down to this.
This is a play action rollout or just a handoff to Gibson, in my opinion.
Keep it with Gibson.
Oh, big off! Terrible decision! What an idiot! Oh my God! Why would you do that? He just choked the play! He just choked the play! Ladies and gentlemen, get tuned in here. Connor has an opportunity to go to his 2nd Super Bowl. He just needs to get a touchdown here. Brian Poole, former Gator. Able to go ahead and bring this in. We're going to watch this on the replay before this play. There it is right there. What a play. He does have Acrobat, ladies and gentlemen. He does have Acrobat, in case you're wondering. What a huge play. And now I'm locked in for this drive. He's going to go ahead and hand it off here to Castle. Castle makes one-man miss and then brought down right around midfield, not middle of the field at the 29-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is why you re-roll cornerbacks until you can get Acrobat. It is a game changer.
I mean, why would you even bother throwing that? I don't understand. Hand off to Castle here, and again, Connor playing pretty conservative, being down 5, not using any timeouts, and now it's an obvious that he's going to pass it. Although, it is 4-down territory, so yeah, if for me, if it's like only 3-down linemen, I might run it. Like right now, I would probably consider doing an inside zone, TBH.
I agree.
He's not going to do that. He's going to go ahead and drop back, run some comebacks. They're not there. X was kind of there, and he's going to go ahead and get sacked. We may see a timeout here. He's not calling a timeout.
That's up. He had the tight end open in the flat. Alex calls the timeout.
Interesting. Now Alex just want to make sure he had the right defense fully rested, I guess. Some time to think about what he wants to do here on this 4th and 13. Obviously, this is the play that's going to decide who goes to the. Well, you know what? Even if Connor doesn't get it, he still has 3 timeouts to stop Alex. So it's not officially over.
I hate Alex calling that timeout there and not letting it run until Connor at least take the play. Who knows how much longer that could have run for.
It's not
there.
You
got wide.
And he's going to take off, and he's going to throw up the field, and I think that's a flag.
Yep. I think that's the weird visual glitch.
Turnover on downs. If you decline it. Go ahead and decline it. Go ahead and decline it. Go ahead and decline it. Okay, there you go.
He's got to make sure he fixes it right. He's staring at that, reading it real intently, making sure he presses the right button.
Dan says, what a disappointing drive. It really was. It was very, very conservative on those first 2 plays. You had a ton of momentum. I might have tried to go for that dagger real quick if it was there, and wasn't. But technically, this game's not over. He still has 3 timeouts, and I would fully expect not to see a single pass on this drive. Timeout,
I'm run committing all 3 plays.
Connor tries to take off up the middle of the pocket too much with the escape artist, says King.
This game This game definitely.
All right, pinch the D line. Okay, it's going to be a handoff to Gibson. Gibson and makes that tackle. That's
And
it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I believe. I think that's going to go ahead and get Washington to their third straight Super Bowl. Connor played a hell of a game, but it looks like he came up just short this time. Very disappointing because when we thought Brian Poole did an acrobat dive to get them towards the Super Bowl, and Josh Allen and company not able to punch it in.
oh man, what a phenomenal game!
Great game. I'm with Dan just on that acrobat dive, and you just come out and just lay a big old goose egg on offense. It's tough. That's tough. We'll have both coaches, I assume, coming in for the post game. Washington, congratulations, going to the third straight Super Bowl. Fantastic. I mean, second straight time they've gone undefeated to the conference championship game. You got to think about that. In the last, how many games is that you have to get there? It's 19 in a season, right? So that's 38-1, right? 38-1 in the last 39 games. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's a hell of a run that he's on. I look forward to talking to him in a second and seeing what he has to say moving forward.
Both already here. Let's go ahead and start off with the winning coach while he's still a little hyped. Little Alex, let's get your thoughts on the games before we go ahead and move forward to questions.
Holy shit. I threw that pick and I really just like sat there and stared at my screen. Because so one of the things that I like to do, I'll just say it because it doesn't ever fucking work. But one of the things I always thought was smart was when you think that the opponent thinks you're going to run and like maybe run commit, you run like a little RPO out of like a heavy formation like that, the little screen, because it'll be like an easy big gain. But every fucking time I've done that, I've gotten like I've almost assumed they're going to run commit and I'll just throw it. And then Brian Poole, made it happen with Acrobat, and that scared the shit out of me. Thankfully, he was able to touch up. Great game, Connor. Sorry, not going to skip past that. You played fucking amazing. Your decision to click that stupid-ass scenario definitely paid off. But that's not the reason it was close. You played fucking amazing on offense, really efficient. That was way too stressful. I hate the snow. Connor, if he would have gotten more accurate, would have kicked like a 70-yard field goal. That would have made me lose my mind. And I mean, yeah, overall, great game. I'm excited to get another shot at Steel or Hero if Steel ever reinstalls the app. And yeah, again, I mean, I can't say it enough. Like, great game, Connor. That was fucking awesome. And I'm upset that there had to be a loser because I'm really impressed with how much you've improved this year. And I don't even think it's Escape Artist because no offense, I think you don't use it right. Like, you're not quite
I'm sure down.
You're not quite Steel Hall, but you're also like, it's kind of like you don't have it. So I think you've just like improved fantastic and you've just done great. So good season, Connor.
Alex, I got to ask you. So it comes out snow game. You come down 14-0 against Connor, who is obviously a very strong run first user. So you're thinking like, oh God, the world is falling, like this, what's happening? What kind of kept you in the game, and how did you keep mentally laser focused on the game to be able to come back and win?
Honestly, it just, the first thing that always happens when I get down big or something bad happens is I'll like freak out and I lose it and I'm like pissed and I'm just like that throw at a sack. Like I was just so triggered. And then I like kind of think back to last cycle about how I had to play Austin and how I was so fucking soft that I assumed I lost before I, played him. So I guess just knowing like where I've come from kind of like makes me like, all right, fuck it. Like it's a 14-point lead, whatever. And I kind of just lock in and because I just don't want to be like, I've done a lot of like work on myself to try to not get so triggered on these little things when there's so much game left. So I guess I just keep telling myself to fucking relax and that it's only the first quarter, I think is when that happened. Yeah. So I don't know, just locked in and tried to play my game, which was extremely tough.
Lucky?
Yeah, great game, Alex. Obviously, you're going to be going to the Super Bowl for the third straight season. You will have made it all 3 years. What's your mindset going into this time? Are you going to come to it with any kind of different approach than you have the last couple? Or are you just going to come in and do what you do?
Same exact approach. I am more determined to win this fucking next game than ever. Because like in my last two Super Bowls, I don't feel like I played bad. I think there were just like a few plays that ended up not going my way, which I'm not saying either of them got lucky. Like they deserve to win. But I'm just saying, like, if a few things go different, maybe I end up winning, and it's just kind of how the game goes. Okay. So I think if I just play my game, I just relax and don't get in my own head, don't put too much pressure on myself, I'll be fine. But it is tough because I know that a lot of people will roast me if I do lose 3 straight Super Bowls. So we'll see. But no, I'm locked in. I'm ready. I hope it's Steel, just so I can fucking rub it in his face when I shit on him. That's all.
I mean, if you lose again, I don't see that scenario where people shit on you. I mean, the fact that you make it 3 straight times, and I was saying to Lucky before you popped in the last 39 games, you're 38-1. So that is just an amazing stretch. And so, you know, if you make the Super Bowl again, you end up losing it again. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to give you a hard time. Obviously, it would suck, but I don't think you would get trolled or anything like that. So
I will
promise you, I am going to be trolled.
Okay.
But
well,
I'm
just sensitive to trolling now.
I understand. I think it's just like obviously I'm going to get trolled, but I don't think it's something to like be upset about myself with. Obviously, like you said, like 38-1 is still pretty awesome, and I'm way better than I was in the past. So it's nice to grow and be where I'm at.
Yeah.
But a ring would make it better.
Sure.
I gotta admit. I don't give a shit what my record is really if I don't come away with a ring.
I think it'd be more of a troll if like the last 2 Super Bowls you like blew it each time, like you threw a pick or something like that.
Sure.
You know, you're like you said, you've played well. But let's talk about this game that just ended. Obviously, let's move over to the coach. That the result wasn't quite what they were looking for. Connor, we'll get your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I just want to say, you know, great game to Alex. It was a battle for all 4 quarters. I kind of felt like going into this game I was playing with house money because, you know, I played like trash against Boz and I played like trash against Cody. You know, the Cody game especially, I think EA really kind of gave me that game. You know, he had a lot of drops, a lot of missed opportunities that really weren't his fault. So honestly went into this game not very nervous because I felt like, well, you know, if I win, then awesome. I'm on this like magical run to the Super Bowl again. And if I lose, then it's whatever. You know, I've lost to the guy that I think right now is the best user in the league. So, you know, I went out on my sword, and that's really all you can ask for in this game. You know, that was definitely the best playoff game I've played all cycle. That was definitely, you know, one of the best games period I've played all cycle, especially, you know, given the circumstances, given who I was playing against. You know, it was pretty efficient through the air. Michael Castle did his thing despite Alex being just an incredible user against the run. Like he makes tackles every game where I'm just like, how'd you do that? Like some of the diving tackles he gets and some of the, you know, holes he's able to shoot through are just incredible. But yeah, I should reiterate, Alex, please win the Super Bowl. I'm really rooting for you. I think, you know,
I'll try, man.
Yeah, you definitely no one at this point deserves their first ring more than you in terms of how consistently you've been. So I'll make sure to get it. But, you know,
I appreciate it.
No such thing as a good loss in the playoffs, obviously, but I'm happy with how I played. You know, I'd like to think that I proved that it wasn't, you know, a fluke that I made it this far. And hopefully next year I can, you know, build on it and hopefully make my own Super Bowl run.
I want to get your thoughts. There was a couple times. The first time you're up 14-7, you had the ball right around the middle of the field, and here comes a 4th and 8. And Madden suggests a 68-yard field goal, and you kind of stare at it like it's crazy. And then you go for it on a pass and play, not able to get it turnover on downs. Then the same situation happens later for a 69-yard field goal, and you end up kicking and missing it. And both times, I think the Washington was able to go down and score a touchdown on the short field. Your thoughts on those, and then looking back now, do you think you'd do it different, maybe a punt, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely glad I clicked the snow because the snow definitely helped me out overall, but the wind like very much got in my head. Like I had no idea that second play you talked about. I had no idea whether I actually had the leg for that or not. I was just assuming like, oh, you know, Madden told me that I have the leg for it, so I'm going to try to go for it. And it was like 4th and a mile, and I didn't really want to punt it, so I just kind of like went for it. I think I don't regret going for it on 4th and 8. I think you have to be pretty aggressive in that situation against, you know, elite users like Alex. I think you just have to just kind of go for it and try to take the game on your own terms. What I do regret is the play call. It was a bunch of routes that were short of the first down line and then like a deep post shot that I ended up going to that was just double covered. You know, the read was what it was because I only gave myself one read. You know, I like gave myself one opportunity really on that play, and you know, Alex did a good job of guarding it. So you know, you can criticize the game management after the fact. I am not really sure if I would have done anything differently, honestly. You know, the field goal, I do think it may have had a chance if I was accurate, so I don't necessarily regret going for that. But, I mean, it was like, what, a 68, 70-yard field goal. So that's going to be tough regardless.
Yeah, 68 yards and 17-mile-an-hour wind. So, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, it was. No, I'm honestly. I'm pretty. I'm content with how that game went. Sure. I hate. No one likes losing in the playoffs, but this was. I think. I hope so, man. Yeah. Oh gosh, but I think that this will give me some momentum to build on, and I think I proved today that I belonged, among the NFC elite. So hopefully I can just keep it going.
Lucky.
Yeah. First off, awesome game, Connor. I think you really came into it. It showed that you came into this game playing loose and free and being just confident in the game that you wanted to play, and that obviously showed in the way that you turned up in that first quarter. So you went up 14-0, and then from that point you scored, I think, 3 points in the next 2 quarters. But it didn't really feel like your offense was getting shut down or anything. It was more just you were moving the ball, and then something happened. You couldn't convert on a 3rd and 8 or random things. But can you just kind of take me into your mindset of like, what was your game plan coming into the game, and how do you feel it particularly went?
Well, I honestly think like the lack of scoring production in the second and third quarters was like less it was less, I think, me like getting tight or anything, or the offense really stagnating, and it was more an example of the 2 game management decisions that CMass just asked about, and B, I mean, Alex really figured it out on offense. He was able to get these kind of long sustained drives going. I mean, remember the way the game started was I get the ball, score a touchdown. He throws a throw out a sack pick like pretty soon into his drive, and then I scored another touchdown. So that's just like a quick 14-0 lead, where there wasn't really a ton of pressure on me to like move the ball down the field particularly. But I really think what that was is, obviously, Little Alex was going to have a good offensive game. I think he's the best user in the league right now. I knew that, he was going to get his, with Lamar, with Gibson, with all those weapons he has. So I don't know. I mean, I really think, like, to answer your question, I realize I kind of went on a tangent there. I really think it was just like, Alex figured it out, and then I had 2 kind of suspect decisions in midfield that kind of cost me. But if one of those goes differently, then maybe the game does. But I can't turn back time, so that's kind of where we're at.
Right.
But yeah, I felt good on offense all game. I really did. Like I felt like I was able to do most of what I wanted to do.
Right. I commented on stream that you personally would admit that you sometimes you spiral after you make a mistake or 2, and I thought you did a really good job of like staying poised and staying in the moment, and you fought all the way obviously to the last whistle. No, I thought you did a great job of that.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I'm as happy as you can be after a playoff loss. Like I feel fine.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point there when it seemed like momentum was flipping sides that a certain user in the chat said, I predict that Connor won't score another point.
Who said that?
It was Dan. Dan was that user.
Oh yeah, the same guy who rated me 20th in the preseason, then I dogged his ass in the regular season. Okay, Dan, I see you. I see you, Dan. I pray to God we win playoffs next year. I pray to God.
All right. Well, I gotta say,
Connor,
for this game, that was one of the most sim style games I've seen in a while, honestly. Sim score, sim play style. I don't feel like there was a lot of EA involved in that game. It was just 2 solid users playing well.
I did hike and haul, kind of.
We saw it, Yeah,
I kind of felt bad.
I called it a steal type strategy.
I mean, I don't know. I was worried about the pressure, but like it was kind of.
It was. Won a game. I think won a game. Is if you're not doing it with the quarterbacks you guys have, you're not trying hard enough. But for the most part, very, very sim style. I got to give you guys credit. Fantastic game to call. Thank you everyone that was in the chat. Top Madden Gaming, go ahead and resubscribe for his 5th straight month, and he's done 7 total. So thank you so much for that. I think they're having a stream right now if you guys want to tune into that after this. Alex, you're the person that won this game, so we'll get your final thoughts and we'll sign out.
I'm ready for the bowl, baby. But thank you guys for commentating. Connor, I love you. I'm sorry. I wish we could play in a Super Bowl. That would be fun. But again, GG's, and thank you guys.
You're so welcome. I think you all have a fantastic rest of your night. No idea when the AFC Championship is going to be. It is not scheduled.
Tomorrow at 8. Tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Okay. Well, it's tomorrow at 8 p.m. according to Connor. So we'll see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. And those who really care, tomorrow at 9 p.m. is when we advance to Super Bowl, Pro Bowl. to see your depth. So hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night, and thanks for watching.